We are now recording the September 2nd, 2016 Small Business Accounting Advisors. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Yay. So those of us on the East Coast could be preparing for Hermine. Is that how you say it? Hermine? I'm used to Hermione.
It's actually Ermi. It's not. It's weird. It's like
You don't pronounce the H.
it's
the hurricane.
because Hermione has another letter in there, and
Yeah, it's an I.
I had to look it up. I'm like, oh, it's French. It's Ermi. That's how it's supposed to be. But the meteorologists call it Hermi. I'm like, okay.
Somebody on the Weather Channel said it was Hermine.
Personally, it's Hermine, but I mean, that's how I would say it.
I would too, not to be confused with Hermione of Harry Potter.
Is it
Right.
spelled Hermione?
I-N-E.
Hermine.
Oh, okay, there's no O. Okay, that's weird. I never heard of that.
But a lot of, I mean, it is going up the East Coast now. It's traveling past Georgia from our friend Sara, Sara Laidlaw. That's why she is not with us. She does not have internet, but she appears to be okay and doing fine. There's some trees around her that are going down, but I think she's on the tail end of it now, according to Linda's Doppler. So hopefully it'll go off into the Atlantic Ocean and not impact anybody else, like me or Misa. Who else is on the East Coast here? Larry?
I'm on target, yeah.
You're on target, Larry.
Yes.
Does Pennsylvania get hurricanes?
Well, yes, we do.
Yeah. That's true. They do.
They said that by the time it reaches us, it might be a nor'easter. It might present as a nor'easter as opposed to a hurricane.
Which really is virtually the same.
I know, right? At least it's September, and it's not, say, January or February, which could eventually have turned into.
Right. That's where we usually see the nor'easters with the 30 inches of snow.
The saddest thing I heard so far about it is some poor guy was homeless, and a tree fell down on his tent while he was in his tent and killed him.
So he lost even his tent.
And his life. He lost his life too, I guess.
Oh, he died.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. It's really a sad one.
That is sad. That is very sad. Well, the first thing I want to talk about is I want to congratulate Yvette for her Revel certification.
Yeah.
Yay! Yvette. I know that was hard. Last week when we talked, it was a 4-day certification course.
Wow.
Intense. You want to tell us about it?
Yeah, I learned a lot. There was a lot to learn, just getting everything set up. There's a lot to it. It's a very advanced system. It's state-of-the-art. It has all kinds of features. One of them that I really like, especially for my restaurant clients, where you could see what they're paying in labor that day, as opposed to what's also coming in as far as, how many tables they're turning over and what's selling and what's not. So that's a really nice added feature. They didn't have that a couple years ago when I had a client on that. But you can customize it. There's so much you can do with it now. There's layers and layers of applications that, we can do in there to get them what they need. Like for instance, like if they're making omelets, what goes into a particular omelet, like I created the sunrise bagel that has, the sunrise omelet. How some restaurants, they have their specials and they have like an omelet that they name and they add all these ingredients to it. And it shows you how to, enter all that so they can get that on their menu. It's just, I was really happy with the training, just a lot to learn. And the exam was for me very hard. And I was like, I almost thought I wasn't going to make it, but I made it, and I was so happy. And people there, I met like a couple other people. I think there was like 14 or 15 of us. There were a few of us from IRP, and just other people that had nothing to do with it. Got to meet some really nice people, made connections. One guy that is like, he knows how to set up Revel from the ground up. Yeah, he's done it for a few restaurants, and he went out on his own. And someone I'm going to be connecting with, because I thought that would be a great partner. So when I get these clients that want Revel, I could just call this guy and just, pay him whatever, fly down here and set everybody up,
That is so awesome, Yvette. Not only did you get the certification, but you networked, and now you have a bigger organization, as far as you are concerned, that can help you with any problems that might come up.
Yeah, and I met Steve Green. Do any of you know who Steve Green is?
Actually, I met him about 10 years ago when we wrote a Microsoft certification exam.
Wow. Yeah, he's a very nice man. I know that he knows Will English. They're good friends, I think, and just very nice guy. He lives out near me, like Placerville area, and he is the brain when it comes to POS.
Now,
And
is a Revel strictly Intuit, or does it have other systems it connects with?
it connects with Zero, it connects with a couple other ones, but like they were talking that QBO is the best platform for this. All the other ones, they have so much less to offer as opposed to QBO, and the integration with QBO is more solid than the others are. But
How about desktop? Does it do desktop?
yeah, it does desktop as well. So yeah, it's a really neat system. I love it. I can't wait to get my one of my first clients on there. And the nice thing is, because I'm IRP is supposed to send me a lot of leads my way.
Nice.
That's going to be really nice. And also, do any of you know Bev Lang?
No?
Okay, she's part of the IRP top seller. I met her. She was very nice. She's from Alabama. She knows Brandon. So, but I got to meet some very nice people. One guy, he's from New Mexico. He owns like 4 stores on his own, and he set up his Revel system. He's another guy that knew it left and right and wanted to get certified because he wants to sell it out there. So, because you have to be certified to sell Revel. That's what they were saying.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Get certified.
Nice. Congratulations. How exciting.
Yeah, it is. I'm glad it's over. And they're having next week, Revelry, which is the convention in San Francisco at the Design Center. So I got invited to go. So I think I'm going to check it out.
Another
I don't know
convention.
anybody. Yeah, I just want to, I got the certification, and it was for me a big accomplishment, and I want to do something with it. And so I figure, I'm learning that the more you network and make connections with people, the better. So I thought, okay, even though I won't probably know anybody at that place, I just thought I'd go for at least one day. So
Nice.
I rode into the city on BART, our train,
Mm-hmm.
and it was pretty cool because San Francisco, I was born and raised there, so it's pretty nice, very metropolitan, and I love the area that they're located at, right in the heart, like out in downtown San Francisco, that area.
So you got to go to your old hometown also.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But getting up early every morning about 5, and
Not so much, huh?
yeah. So anyways, thanks everybody for all your, your support, and for all the comments everybody put in there. I was overwhelmed by that. That's really sweet of everyone.
We give you some Revel love.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. I'm sorry.
No, congratulations, Yvette. That's
Yeah.
excellent job.
Thanks, Jan.
You're welcome.
Yes, congratulations. Get ready for all the questions.
Yeah.
You're now the expert.
The resident expert.
That's
Well, I'll
right.
be an expert when I start getting them in there, I'm looking forward to, I like more the sales part of it. and just sending someone out there to install it really well, you know.
But you told me one time, Yvette, that what you really enjoy is POS. You like setting it up. You can do it well. So this is just an extension of that.
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome. Awesome. Second congratulations is Sara Prevost. You've got some exciting news. Let's talk about it.
Well, I am now officially on my own, doing my own business. I'm free of my other employment.
Were you an employee before or a contractor?
I was employed, but I was also, I will still hold my ownership stake in the company. So, but my day-to-day life, bye-bye.
So what is the name of your business?
I called it Mintage Labs. I figured mintage for like rare coins because I'm kind of a rare bird. So
Vintage. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Thank you. Yeah. So I don't know, just getting started. I'm excited.
So as soon as you get your website up, you got to let us know your new Facebook page. We're all going to like it.
Thank you.
Got lots to do.
Sarah, make sure you check out Joanne's Be Socially Awesome group.
I know.
Because she will make sure you are good to go with social media.
I'm honestly stalking her. Joanne, I'm stalking you. I'm telling you now.
Where'd Joanne go? She was here.
I'm here. I was on mute because I'm placing 2 more QBO orders, so I was just putting myself on mute.
Joanne is working overtime. Joanne is exhausted.
It's a good problem to have, but
That's awesome.
sigh.
Congratulations, Sarah. Really
Yeah,
exciting.
Sarah, that's wonderful.
It's exciting and scary all at the same time.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Is
I feel.
there going to be construction?
Gosh, well, maybe I need a break. I mean,
Maybe you've got construction down pat. I mean, isn't that what you were doing before?
yeah.
And
Well,
Pie and all of that?
yeah, and I love those guys, and I will. I'm sure I already a competitor of our company has already called me. Found out through the grapevine. I've already gotten 2 phone calls from vendors just to check in, but this competitor called me and more on a consulting level, and I said that's fine. I'd be happy to kind of give you an overview and show you. And I dropped Notify a few times just as a way to help with job costing, because it sounds like job costing is not the forefront. They tried to implement a lot of Leslie Schreiner's stuff because there was a big push for her up here in Portland for some of our specific technology stuff, and which is great, but if you don't understand it all, you're kind of alone in it. And so I was trying to help him out with that a little bit just on the phone. But yeah, so he's the meeting I'm going to move so I can go to the firm of the future. I'm sorry, I got to meet you on a different date because I'm going.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So you're going to, should we talk about conventions now, or should we talk about, let's talk about conventions? Conventions, groups, and things that we're joining. Okay. Conventions coming up. Firm of the Future.
Yep.
So Dennis and Yvette are going. Are they next week?
Yeah, the one over here is next Wednesday. Mariette just went to one too.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Mariette's post, but yeah, it's next week, and I first wasn't going to go to it because I am like every week I'm gone like 3 or 4 days and from home, and with all this stuff that's going on. But I thought, heck, man, I better go. The Firm of the Future, I got to be there, especially when I saw Mariette's pictures out there with everybody. It's like, it seems like it's worth going. I mean,
Looks like a great time. Looks like a great time.
And I want to say something, because speaking of conventions, when I went to Zero Convention, first of all, I probably would have never gone if Mariette never would have pushed me to go. And she was definitely one of the main key people that I wanted to meet. And what I love about meeting someone face to face, you build a connection, and it made such a difference to me that I was there, that Mariette showed up, Jan, Katrina, I mean, Mariette called in Katrina. I was so tired one day, and she says, "Hey, we got a surprise for you." You know, her and Stacy, and Mariette and Stacy, and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, what's the surprise?" And she's not gonna know. Let's get out of here and let's go. So she take me to this place, and it's this little Chinese man sitting there, and they're getting foot massages. The best thing, though.
Oh,
I
wow.
loved it. I mean, after walking all these days on that last day, all you want to do is put your feet up at one point, and it felt so good, and I just felt like I was out with my friends, you know, doing some girl time, and that connection. And Stacy was there too, Stacy Byrne. And Mariette, she just is very special because she really reaches out to, and to me, she really pushed me to go, and I'm so glad, because I guess part of me is like an introvert. So when you go to these conventions and you hook up with some of your, peeps and stuff, it just, I don't know, it makes it all the better. And when I saw Jan, and she's so warm, and you know, I just felt very blessed, and they really made it for me. And I thank God that Mariette, she just really encouraged me to go. So yes, conventions, no matter what, push yourself to go, because they're worth it. You know, you get to connect with people. So I can't wait to meet Joanne in person. I mean, I'm looking forward to that too, because I've never met her in person. We've talked on the phone. And
It's an experience that you will never, ever forget. It's life-changing. Ask Mariette, right, Mariette?
It's life-changing, and remember, it's going to be like this. What the beep? What the beep?
Yeah, that's Joanna, right?
That's Joanna is
truck driver mom.
fabulous, and just get ready to be like, yeah, what the beep, beep, beep. And it's like fast forward all the time. Fast forward. I love it. Yeah, just like chasing Steph, we're chasing Joanne.
I have to be on speed because of you.
Oh my God!
I gotta keep up with you,
Mariette.
Mariette. Fast forward. You're fast forward.
Mariette, she is like, I mean, she'll be right next to you, and then she's gone, and she's taking pictures here and there. Oh my gosh! Oh.
Hey, I have to take advantage of that time. If we're going to go all that far, we got to take advantage of every minute.
That's right, and it pays off, girl.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm going to change directions. Sarah, Laidlaw, hi. Nice to see you. What's happening here?
My beautiful husband just lent me his hotspot.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Hi, Mark.
Hello.
Penny.
I'm listening in here.
Oh gosh, we were blessed. It still has pretty wicked wind gusts, but
How are
looks
the
like
trees?
the rain's over.
yeah, it's the winds that are the danger.
How are your trees?
The winds are starting to die down.
Oh man. Yeah, they're just at the end of it. Right, but see, when you're on the right side of a hurricane or storm like that, that's the ones that get whipped like crazy. So we were right on the right side. You were right in the worst place. Mm-hmm. So
Thankfully, you survived. Your property survived.
Right through it. I was up all night long. You could just hear limbs and trees falling, you know, and so I was, you know, and then I fell asleep for a couple hours, and I got up, had a wicked headache, so I took a pill, slept, and then Mark called me at 1:30 because the internet, there's a power out. I'm like, huh? I slept right through Seth's. You know, so I walked around, and every tree that fell missed. I've got one that missed the well by inches, and one that landed where the girls parked their cars. So I'm so glad we were closed today. And yeah, I mean, we love the woods, but until these things pop up, then it's like trees.
A little scary. A little scary.
My office is out of power.
Oh, get this, get this. Mark has the Atlanta and Miami and Savannah office and was in charge of all the servers here in Savannah, right? He went to the cloud on Monday.
Oh my goodness. Perfect
He's a
timing.
camper, let me tell you. Because the Savannah office is out.
Mm.
Perfect
That kind of
timing.
the future thing. Of course, his wife gets a server and not the cloud, but
Well, his wife's server you can unbolt and take with you.
I can throw that in the car and run.
You've told us that many a time.
didn't quite like that.
Yeah, his is a little bit more involved, but yeah, it's good. It's all good. So who else? Yeah, just about everybody's either. Is this? I haven't been watching The Path. Where's it going after us? Is it heading up towards?
Oh, yeah, we'll be getting it. I'm not sure how soon it's going to be going off the coast into the Atlantic, but I'm sure that we're going to get something.
Okay.
Whether we get, just the tail end of a tropical storm, or it turns into, as Misha said, a nor'easter once it gets up to New England.
Nor'easter?
It's a nor'easter. It'll probably get to us by Saturday, Sunday into Monday, I think.
Right.
But the man had said it might stall over us for about a week because of the high pressure on both sides.
You don't want them
no.
But I don't know if they've revised that because I haven't really been watching the news and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's got a whole lot of United States to go before it gets up to you, Misha.
But if it stalls, that's where the flooding. So who do we know in Florida? Do we know anybody?
Deb, speak and she appears. This is not the first time it's happened.
That was creepy.
I have a brother in Port Charlotte, and he said it missed them. So he's doing all right.
In Tallahassee, I've got well, they were on the second floor because the tidal surge is pretty bad. But so where's Deborah? Is she?
Are you
Here I
with
am.
us, Deb?
There is she. Let's see.
Did her mind hit you, or did you? I can't even speak. Obviously, you're okay.
Yeah, can you hear me? I mean, I'm on my phone driving in the car, so I don't
Okay,
know.
there you go. Yeah, there we go. So what happened?
I mean, it rained this morning. I went for my walk this morning. It wasn't raining, and by the time I got home, I was a drowned rat. I was soaked, but nothing happened here. I mean, here's how the sky looks. Can you see?
No, I see your face.
Oh,
You don't have your camera on.
Oh, how do I do this? I mean,
You're on your phone? I don't know. I can't. I mean,
there should be poke on it a little. There should be a picture of
I see my face.
a picture of your little video camera.
Oh well. Oh wait, there it is. Hold on. I'll figure it out. Start video. There I am.
saw you for a oh, there you are.
Here, this is how the sky looks right now.
Yeah, there you go.
So the sun is back out. It's all over.
Yeah,
with.
there's the sun. Yeah, it's
What
nice.
side of the state are you on? Where are you?
I'm right below. I'm like Daytona Beach.
Oh, okay. So
I gotta hold this up so I don't have a double chin.
Yeah, you probably got sort of what we got. So we don't really know anybody on the west coast of Florida. I mean, our crowd.
Well, sometimes I'm on the West Coast. I have a house in Marco too, so that's on the West Coast.
Have you checked it out? Have you had a neighbor check it out?
Yeah, well, we have somebody calls, but that's down in South Florida, so that it didn't go down there. It went up to like North Florida where the little cross is, and it was like nothing. I mean, we were kind of disappointed.
No, never be disappointed.
Yeah, never be disappointed. You don't want it back.
A cat one will put water in our house, so I'm right here on the Tidal Creek, and so you just stack the trees. But no, it's us. It's the wind. We've got 100-foot pine trees, and you know, 3 feet in diameter, and one would slice your house in half. So I wish it would just like hit one side of the house that I need to renovate.
Pick and choose, and you can get insurance to pay for it.
Yeah, exactly. I need a new. I want a master bath where I can roll my wheelchair into the shower so I can stay.
You have a wheelchair?
No, when I'm old and gray and I'm.
Oh, I thought something happened to you.
You really want to take care of 3,000 square feet.
Yeah, Mark so wants to dump this out, but as long as the offices are here, I mean, it's a.
You're all good. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
And I hope everyone on the East Coast stays safe.
Yep.
Yeah. We were good here.
Dwayne, where are you? You're muted, Dwayne?
Muted. Turn your microphone on, Dwayne.
You're muted, Dwayne. You're
Let me
muted.
see if I can.
Down in the corner.
Yeah.
There he is.
I'm muted. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Dwayne.
Hey, Dwayne.
How's everyone doing?
Good.
Okay, how about our group that's down in the southeast? How are you doing?
That's what we were talking about.
Yeah, we're hanging in
Where
there.
are you located, Dwayne?
I'm in I'm in LA actually, San Fernando Valley,
Okay, you're on the other side of the country.
where it's hot all the time and it hardly rains.
Oh, and he also, what he gets is earthquakes and wildfires.
Fires.
And riots.
Got it. Earthquake and wildfires.
That's it. You got
That's why I don't move up in the hills.
it. Oh, that's right, because the hills they get burned up.
That's it. You got it.
At least with the hurricane, we get lots of warning.
You do, and you get a lot
Yeah,
of
that's
water.
the nice thing about hurricanes. You know they're coming.
Yeah, they're
Right.
coming.
But Dad, you still went for your walk this morning.
I don't miss it. I go every morning, 5 o'clock, 4:30 or 5 o'clock.
And hurricanes do not scare you.
No,
No,
no.
you're there for it.
Rain, I should be a mailman. Rain, sleet, snow. It's like I get up at 3 o'clock. I work for about 2 hours. I go for my walk for an hour and a half. And then I come back, take a shower, go back to work.
There you go.
Okay.
What
Nice.
time do you go to bed?
9 or 10.
Yeah. I'm like eating dinner then.
Sometimes I stay up late.
Friday nights, Saturday nights?
No, actually, like Friday and Saturday mornings, we usually have garage sailing at like 6 o'clock.
Ah, okay.
Years.
Oh, that's like the most fun we have.
Yeah.
We've met clients garage sailing,
Oh,
prospects.
that's awesome.
That's not surprising.
Well, we meet everybody wherever we go. You know how it is.
Right.
Approach, right?
Yeah, well, I always ask them, do you have a great accountant? And they go, well, we have an accountant. Yeah, but are they great?
There you go. You want a great account, you want us.
That's what I tell them.
That's right.
Wow, we've never met somebody that's so enthusiastic about accounting. I go, I love accounting.
Right.
I can change your life. You know,
That's right.
I had a guy in here today. He goes, boy, you really like this. I go, yeah, I love it.
I'm going to be an extrovert.
Well, we kind of got off of our subject of groups and conventions and that kind of thing. What groups is everybody in? I mean, I'm talking about everything. Pro Advisor. There were LinkedIn groups that I was
Again.
part of.
Hey, Deborah.
I go to Scaling New Heights, I go to QuickBooks Connect, and I go to Sleater or Accountex. I went to RootWorks this year too. That was fun.
What was that about? What was that like?
Oh, that was good. I mean, Darren Root ran it. It was a day and a half. He's just a firm of the future guy, so, but he's preaching to the choir to me. It's like, yeah, I do that, so it's interesting to have all these old dodgy CPAs there that want to do it, and they go to this stuff to learn how, what they do. And I'm thinking, I am so far beyond that. All of us are beyond what these CPAs are doing. And they're amazed. What Darren said, he's a CPA, he's pretty powerful, big shot. He said, let me tell you what, these guys that do not have CPAs like the Chad guy that won the Firm of the Future, he goes, they are eating your lunch. If you're not getting on the program with this, there's no reason that, we will be out of business. So I actually said this at a conference. I think it was Sleater last year. He was on a panel. So I raised my hand and I said, so why be a CPA? I mean, if you don't want to do audits and you don't want to do tax returns or represent somebody in front of the IRS, why would I want to be a CPA?
The reason, Deborah, is because they want the letters after their name.
Right.
Right, but that doesn't mean I can't do anything. I can't do the same thing.
It's a recognized status, so people understand what is CPA. Whereas if you don't have anything after your name, it doesn't, in the perception of the small business owner, you haven't achieved the requirements to handle their taxes.
Yeah, I call bullshit on that.
I do too. The thing is, once they meet you, they realize that's, and I said what a CPA did means that they passed a test. It doesn't, they passed a test.
And it is a hard test.
And it's a hard test. I mean, I took it, I passed it, I was one. I said, but what I can't do is I don't want to do audits and I don't want to do taxes. I do like to consult, really change small business. So I can do that. I don't need a CPA certificate to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, Joe Woodard's not a CPA.
So it boils down to you as a person and word of mouth and your reputation.
Right.
And, if somebody's just cold seeing my name and doesn't see, they may have an image of me before they even.
Right. You're right. You're absolutely right about that.
No, maybe it's a little harder for the ones of us that don't have the initials after our name, but reputation is huge.
Well,
now,
it depends on what you're trying to accomplish too. I mean, it depends if you want to have a tax practice versus an audit practice. If you like, for me, I do taxes. I'm an enrolled agent. I'm not a CPA. I'm an enrolled agent. I do taxes. I help. I have never, ever been able to not do something for my client because I don't have a CPA.
Right.
But when it comes to being able to, I have a lot of people come to me and they're like, well, how do I compete with these other ones that have the CPA or whatever? And I'm like, you know what? It's your personality. It's how you handle your client, and it's your accessibility. The client has accessibility to you. I can't tell you how many times that I have people coming to me from big firms because of the fact that I'm that open to communicating with them, because these old timers don't know how to communicate with them. They don't know how to have a phone conversation. And I think, Yvette was talking about, there's a lot of us that are introverts. And if you can break out of that shell and create those opportunities to actually talk to the client, even if you don't bring them on board immediately, I can tell you, like I said, I onboarded so many clients this week because I had to have a conversation with them about their QuickBooks Online order. And just having that conversation with them and starting that process gets them to become more comfortable with you. So, just having those conversations and explaining to them and educating them. I tell people all the time, do you want to know the difference between a CPA, an enrolled agent, a certified tax professional? They all can do taxes. It's who's going to do the job for you.
We have a discussion concerning wet signatures on tax.
Who's that?
Is that Mark talking?
Yeah, can you hear him?
Yeah, we can hear Mark. He's wet signatures on something.
On tax returns. So, how is that adding value to the client? And they get it. They're paying this money. They should see that I at least signed it.
I can't hear a word he's saying.
Yeah, you can't hear him.
And I love how Sarah's just doing this. She's just kind of like with her arms up. What?
All right.
Can you hear him?
That's a little better, but it's still not good.
Wonder why. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, but he's far away.
He's behind me.
There.
Now
Much better.
say it again. Start all over again.
Right.
We just wanted to see your face,
You
Mark.
know, one example of that is a conversation that we had about wet signatures on tax returns.
Wet signatures, WET?
Yeah, as in signing with a pen versus an e-sign.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for the preparer. And the question is, well, I want the client to see that that we actually signed it and not just get this electronic document. And then the question comes, the time that you're spending to make that happen, wouldn't it be better just to call them and talk to them and say, this is what you're, this is, here, we just finished your tax return and here's what it said and you're going to get it, in the next day or so, and this is what we found, and this is what's different from last year, and this is, so which is bringing more value to, from the client's view, is it the fact that they see that you signed it, or actually the fact that you called them and said,
right.
Exactly. It's all on communication, and I can't tell you how many times. Here's a tip for you guys. This is a great one because I do this all the time with clients. So especially with taxes. So when it comes to trying to onboard somebody, my new thing, I think I mentioned earlier, is that it's a monthly package. You pay once a month, and it's for review of your QuickBooks file. It's tax planning, tax preparation, quarterly reviews. We do tax estimates, all that kind of fun stuff. and the taxes at the end of the next year, at the end of the year. We do the tax return. So it's a monthly fee, flat fee, that's it. You have to buy the whole kit and caboodle or you don't. So the funny thing is, I'll be talking to somebody and they'll be worrying about the price or worrying about that. And I'm like, I explain to them everything they get for the price. And I said, look, if you're not going to invest in your business and care about the financials and being able to have somebody help you make those business decisions, do not invest in someone like myself or someone like a CPA. Just take your information and bring it to H&R Block in March.
Right.
And just get it done, because you don't want to pay a CPA in March if you have not worked with them throughout the year, because you know what? You're going to pay a ton of money. You're going to be frustrated, because I get people that come from CPAs that around here that charge too much money. They come from me because they're frustrated because they had to pay too much tax, but they never met with the person throughout the year.
Right.
So I force my clients to commit to that decision. And once I explain that to them, they either are on board or, a few of them will say, I'm not ready at that time. And I'm like, that's okay. But that's the decision they need to make.
So the way that you're doing it, Joanne, is perfect. And you guys will see in the next probably 3 to 4 months, maybe 6 months, that there's a huge trend out there to reach out to these CPAs and say, basically, provide those advisory services, because tax is a compliance and it's a commodity. And what will be happening is, the computers will start taking that over, obviously making our jobs easier, right? But they're reaching out to these CPAs. And the thing that bothers me, especially with Institute of Certified Bookkeepers, is they are telling the CPAs, go back and get that relationship with your client, exactly what you're doing, Joanne. And I think all of us in this group do. We have that day-to-day relationship. We have that understanding of the person's books, what their tax implications are. We talk, we communicate, we add value. Mm-hmm. But the CPAs, typically, most of them, I'm not, trying to pigeonhole everyone, but most of them reach out once a year, maybe twice a year. And the problem is that if you don't have that communication, you don't have that relationship, you don't understand. But there's a trend right now talking to the CPAs saying, take exactly what we're doing, which is taking that relationship back to the business owner, mm-hmm. and crossing out and skipping out of your bookkeeper. Right. So go back and get that relationship, and then come back and build up your business, if you will, with the relationship and adding in that value, because right. The true value is knowing that business and the day-to-day of what's happening in there.
And I think the difference comes up to when we're building this, adding value and building these advisory services, is that for some of us it's going to be at different levels.
Yep.
So I can be the one that can say, I just met with somebody just before here. It was my very first it was like an intake tax planning meeting with them, and I looked at her QuickBooks file and looked at her percentages, and I immediately said, I saw that something was wrong between her inventory and credit cards and I immediately saw that something was wrong. But then we worked through some numbers, and I gave her quick percentages. It was like she felt comfortable. She had a handle on something that she had never had a handle on before, because she does not have that knowledge. So, learning how to do those type of percentages and stuff, and how to be able to present things to people, they really appreciate mm-hmm. you taking the time to go through and figure out all that stuff, not just send them their financials and say, here's your financials, see you next month.
Yep. Yep.
So for some of us it may be different. For some of us it'll be Mariette and Misha, and the ones that do taxes, we can kind of give them some tax advice and stuff. But for the people who don't have the tax level, you can talk to them about their spending habits and what's the percentages of certain things as to income, and give them that information. This looks kind of weird, or that type of stuff. They appreciate that type of stuff.
Well, and I think in helping them set goals and complete goals using that information, and that is, not just giving it to them and telling them about it, but actually working with them to achieve their goals. A business owner appreciates that, and sometimes they appreciate the direction. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a huge part of what we need to kind of step up and do. But there's a big trend right now to kind of push that out of the door and say, you can add in the bookkeeping, you can add in the tax compliance, and you can really make a bundle. And they're packaging this up to a lot of the CPAs who are not as active as what we do. and they are telling them that, hey, this is where you're going. So the ball is in the court of that advisory services, and it's really going to be the people who get there first, who really work with the clients and find those clients who want to work with you, where you're going to make the most amount of money.
Mhm.
Because if not, you're going to be left with clients that are more difficult to work with, and it's going to be harder to
Right.
make money off of that.
As a CPA, I can tell you that a couple of dirty little secrets. One is that in big firms, the partners don't do the tax returns. At best, they can bless it, and they bill you at their rate. And so it's usually somebody they're paying maybe $50 an hour to be doing it, or maybe $30 to $50 an hour to do the bookkeeping.
Mhm.
Secondly, a lot of CPAs that I know don't know QuickBooks, and they will just take the QuickBooks file and just sort of manually enter the information into their tax software.
Yeah, they don't know
Without
it.
giving
And so
the
what happens is that
the entries that they do.
Yeah, I had one client or one lady today inside of one of the Facebook groups. This is the honest to God truth. She said to me, she was asking questions because she really wasn't familiar with QuickBooks Online or QuickBooks Desktop. And she was like, do I really need it? Blah, 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 blah. And, you know, a bunch of the people were commenting back and forth. Yes, this is what we like about it and everything. And then she says, well, I met with my accountant, and my accountant says that it's overkill for me. All as I need is deposits in and checks out of the bank account, and that's all I need to give her. And she's like, and I just commented back, and I go, well, it's probably because, why would she say that? She said, I go, probably because she doesn't know QuickBooks Online or QuickBooks Desktop.
Or accounting.
And if I were you, I would run away. If your accountant is telling you not to be on any accounting software, you need to run. You need to find somebody, because that just makes no sense whatsoever.
Tell her about the client that I took on, that the CPA did the same thing, and then and then went and then a new accountant came in and said, you know, anyway, the short story is they were a lot of her deposits were coming from her personal money market.
Mm-hmm.
And they were going right into income.
Mm-hmm.
$40,000 a year.
Yeah.
In
It's just
revenue,
you
she
just
paid
can't.
taxes on. It was her own money. So yeah, just look at the checks and
Right. Yeah. So all you need is deposits and expenses.
Well, I think you have to look at the purpose of, a lot of times the accountant is telling them that because the only thing they do is the tax return.
That's right.
So what is
And
the
all
purpose?
they do-
My purpose is not a tax return. My purpose is to help run your business.
Absolutely. That's a big, huge
right.
So if somebody comes in here and all they want is to do a tax return and they don't want to be bothered during the, then okay, just put it down on a piece of paper.
Exactly.
Because they're not going to use an accounting system. But if they want me, like what you do, Joanne, and all of us, then they're going to need an accounting system. I won't work off paper. It's either QuickBooks Online or it's not at all.
That's what I tell them. If I get somebody that comes here with a spreadsheet or a piece of paper saying, here's my income, I tell them that Jackson Hewitt's right around the corner, because that's not me.
Now, I can start with that. The first year I can do it. I'm doing one right now. I can start with that, but then we're continuing on the next year.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. I'll have them, I'll like recreate it or whatever the first year, but they have to be onboarded to do it the right way. Absolutely. Because for me, I won't sign a return if I don't know where the income came from and where the expenses are going. I just won't do it.
reputation thing too. You just
And I want to say, as a bookkeeper, I partner with CPAs and tax preparers, and I get information from them. There is certain information that I will pass on to someone to do tax research, and it takes experience to know when to do that. The other thing is, I think the groups really, really help. I mean, because what do you do when you get a question you don't know how to answer?
You ask our team.
That's our team. That's right.
In those days, I worked for a large firm, and you walk down the hallway, and now we're all, I mean, it's just phenomenal that we have each other.
Oh, I agree, Sarah. I agree 100%.
Well, I love it that I can post a question on Facebook about, are they having a banquet this year? And within 30 seconds, Sarah answers me.
Yes, but I don't know the theme.
Oh, paradise.
What is it?
It's paradise.
Now, did you all get my quote about going to Orient Beach and St. Martin? I don't know if you all
I
got
did
that.
after I tried to go to Orient Beach while I was in Actually, I mean in Hawaii.
No, it's not. Orient Beach is in St. Martin.
Oh, St. Martin. Oh, on our cruise, not the Maui trip. Wrong trip.
Before we run out of time, I do want to talk about, Jan, our little meetup that we're going to have.
Yeah, it's a little meetup. So ICB is helping with Global Bookkeeping Week, and that is September 12th through September 16th. The middle of the week on Wednesday, we are having hosted by various groups a coffee meetup, and that day is reserved for everybody to toast a cup of coffee to all of the other people who do bookkeeping or bookkeepers across the globe, and post it via social media. But we've decided in the U.S. to add another layer to it and bring in Gina, who is going to be our facilitator throughout the entire day, literally 12 hours of Zoom, so that we can pick up the bookkeepers from the UK and then pick up the meetup groups across as they start in the different time zones. And we'll end in the West Coast and pick up the Australian bookkeepers when they wake up the next morning.
Aha.
That is cool.
Yeah.
It's totally awesome. I'm so looking forward to it. Shelly will be there. Shelly's doing in Seattle. It's actually a bunch of meetups in person, and then the extra layer is the Zoom where we're doing it virtually.
Correct.
So we will have the Zoom going on all day long, and at various meetings, like Shelly will have Avalera. She's got Avalera coming in to talk to her.
We've got Practice Ignition, I think, XT Bills. We've got Receipt Bank. Yeah, we've got a lot.
Where's our Tiffany? I think Tiffany Stewart, are you in Canada? You should join us too and bring Canada into this.
Join you where?
Sorry, Zoom meeting.
On our global meetup, yeah.
Yeah, when's that?
Is that being recorded?
What's
September 14th. September 14th.
Well, I will let you know. I'll post in the group and let you know. And it'll be going on all day long. So you could jump in on, anything.
Yeah, 14th is actually open right now.
Good, yeah. You'll be able to see groups from across the country. I think our first group starts in Washington, D.C. and ends in Portland. So we'll have groups across literally every time zone moving throughout the day. So it should be kind of fun because then you'll be able to log in and see the group as well and what they're talking about and be able to interact with other bookkeepers, not only in the United States, but around the world.
And Dennis, you had asked about recording. The entire 12 hours is not going to be recorded, okay?
Good.
Let's just say that. But there may be portions that like when we're bringing the UK or Australia or, when we're doing Avalera, I may record different portions during the day.
Got it.
Yeah. So I want to see all of you there virtually, of course.
No
because
pressure.
You guys are like the Zoom experts, right? And so you've got to help some of these people who need to get on or are struggling or, don't get it. I don't think the UK gets Zoom as well as what Australia will get Zoom. But it'll be fun to see.
It'll be very interesting. I think it's the first time anybody's done anything like this, the combination of the two. So we're trying to stay a little flexible because we don't know exactly what's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
But it could be a learning experience, and next year it could be even better.
Yeah. Yeah. We have 6 countries right now that are participating. Uzbekistan, Philippines, India, Australia, Ireland, Canada, maybe Canada, UK, so maybe more than that, and Australia. So 7 countries.
Imagine we're peacekeeper, bookkeeping peacekeepers.
There you go.
Yeah, we're just celebrating the entire week. So we'll have swag. In fact, I just got a huge box from Intuit just a minute ago. We've got Zero, Sage, everybody is participating. We're doing special articles for the week. webinars, Twitter chats. There'll be tons of software discounts, and of course the meetups and the coffee meetups.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear more about it.
Join in.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'll be posting in our small business accounting advisors group, and everyone should join Jan's group too, the ICB USA.
Am I in your group, Jan?
I don't think well, maybe. I thought I saw
I'm in your group either. Do you have to be a member of the ICB in order to be in your group?
In order to do this, no, we're just celebrating bookkeeping across the world.
Okay. So is it on Facebook?
It will be on it will be posted on Facebook. I can send you guys a link to the Facebook page.
I'm on the ICB site now, and I'm doing the sign up. Is that where on the smart sheets? That's where you can do the sign up for the coffee meetup, I think, right? Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Okay. Sweet.
And there really is no reason not to join ICB USA. If you're a pro advisor, which most of us are, the price is so ridiculously cheap that.
Really?
How much is it?
How much is it? Let's see.
Jan?
Thank you. Yep, I did. I made it really price point easy. I think it's if you have QuickBooks certification, it's $37.50 for the entire year for you to join.
Really? $37?
I thought it was per month. Oh, I'm embarrassed now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Also.
Yeah, I made it really reasonable because there are people out there who are starting, Sarah, right? Like you're starting a brand new business and you can't afford to really get in, but you want to be able to take some of these benefits, and that's what I'm trying to do is make it a reasonable entry point. If you want to move up the ladder, you can, but for the entire year.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. I'm going to go sign up right now. I just signed up for the coffee meetup. So
I'm headed that way too. What time is it?
Okay, now I got to get out of this screen. All right.
No worries.
Awesome.
There's a pro advisor special. Yeah, I'll put the link in the chat. There's a pro advisor special I'll put up there for you guys. I'll post it on our group as well. So we can talk about the pricing.
Oh, thank you.
And I haven't signed up yet, but I will be signing up for that.
We have a soar of sales coming through now.
Go, Joanne, go.
The coffee meetup, for that meetup, I'll sign up.
Okay.
I'm already a member.
Yes, you are.
So what's the group address?
ICBUSA.org.
Thank you.
That's the group.
Here we come. All of us.
Awesome.
I think we should do a shout out to Yvette for passing that Revel exam.
We did.
We did. You missed it.
That, sorry.
Oh, we want to talk about QBO pricing.
I was just getting there. Thank you, Sarah.
You got 10 more minutes. Come on.
And I'm like, wait.
And we wanted to talk about the Intuit pricing for wholesale. This is the 5 licenses for $25. Where's Misha? Misha wanted to talk about this. Yeah. Larry wanted to talk about this.
I just wanted to vent about it because we just had a price increase.
She's not talking about the 5 for $25. She's talking about the increase in QBO that's going to be effective. You guys might know it, might not know it, but October 15th.
October 15th, the price of QuickBooks Online is going up. I believe QBO Plus will now be
QBO Plus is staying the same.
Is it? Oh, that email
Essentials is going up. Essentials and
Plus went up.
No, Plus is going up. Plus is going to be $40.
Not the IRP pricing, though.
No, I'm not talking about IRP pricing. I'm talking about normal
MSRP.
MSRP.
Listen to this though. How many users can log into that $40?
5.
Up to 5.
7 actually.
In Canada, it's up to $999.
Yeah, then they're limiting it though. In October, it'll be limited to 5.
Not here.
So, are they the accountants? The 2 accountants you get?
7.
Yeah.
5 and 2.
5 users and 2 accountants.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they only have 1 user.
Okay, but here's the thing. I'm more concerned about the essentials, because I'm not using Simple Start. Essentials, you're trying to, get a small business who already thinks bookkeeping is like oh no, I'm not doing that.
Well, where else can they go?
But that's what I'm saying. The pricing now is getting ready to outpace zero. Seriously. It's like we had the leverage of.
We had a price increase in May, and now they're doing another one now.
Now they're doing another one. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is a little.
This is where if you become an IRP, Misha, this is more value for your client.
Oh, I am an IRP, but I'm just a little pissed because it makes absolutely no sense. I'm like, what are you trying to do?
So following that, let's just talk for just a couple of minutes on how weird, I mean, I know a lot of you guys took advantage of the 5 for whatever deal, but how odd is it that they were pushing that so that everybody has to pay up front basically $100 for the next 3 months. So they're pushing money into this one particular quarter, and then they're going to be giving money back to you the other quarter. How weird is it? It's like it's almost like they're trying
to use it for marketing because they're going to say, "Look at how much revenue we're making."
Exactly. It's so weird. It's just like it does. I don't know.
But the other thing with that also, that 5 for 5, that 5 for 25, is supposed to be for the life of the QuickBooks file or however they own it. Now, why is it that the IRPs originally we thought it was for the pricing we got was in perpetuity for the life of the file?
Yeah,
but
either we reneged or we misunderstood.
I thought Brandon said that it does not affect our IRP client.
Yes, it does.
Oh, you need to look at
it does. If you're talking about the actual price, not the 5 for 5, but if you're talking the price increases, everyone's price goes up.
But not clients that you already have.
Oh, yes, they do.
Every
all go up.
That's what I'm upset about.
That's
because
what we're upset about.
Because Intuit is pushing this. Oh, it's $5. You have it for the life of the thing, but IRPs can't get the life for the the thing. It's the 35% is for the for whatever pricing it is.
35% of the higher price. Okay, got it.
Yeah, it makes absolutely no sense to me.
So what is the new price going to be for essentials now?
I think 19. Well, you talking about MSRP or IRP pricing?
First MSRP.
Hold on, let me pull up.
I have no clue.
Well, wait, you could do the IRP. Tell me what the IRP.
The IRP is like 19. Is it going up to 19 something?
Oh, hold on.
It was 1755 and it's going up to 19. But plus is staying the same at 26 for IRP.
I don't know.
But the MSRP is going up.
I posted pictures of it, and
it's just it's just crazy because now people that we've people that we've purchased for are going to say something when they see all of a sudden a price increase, and we were instructed to tell them that they were going to get the price for life.
Yeah,
so that's a big deal.
When too, because I felt like you didn't get enough time. Like we only got like maybe a month.
October. Okay, so the new client signing up after October 15th, VO Plus is $40. QuickBooks Online Essentials is $30, and Simple Start is $15.
It's the Essentials they're jacking up.
And then
So what was Essentials before? Like, what is the actual increase? Are we talking about like $5, $10? Is the increase is what's bothering you guys? So I'm just curious.
No, it's not the fact that the increase is bothering us. It's the fact that they told us originally our existing clients would never increase, that they would have that same price in perpetuity for as long as they had. Just like you're telling you get this $5 for the life.
Oh, no. I hear that. I understand that. But I'm just curious. What is
the price? Is the price? It's only going up. IRP, it's going up $2.
Mariette,
something like that.
Hold on.
I'm just curious because I hear it all the time. And
it's like $2. It's not much at all.
Give me a second. QuickBooks.
They say we misunderstood. What is
so existing pricing? It varies. So anything between $30 and $39.99 is going to be $40. Anything between $20 and $29.99 is going to be $30. And anything between $10. So if you're at the $10 range, you're going up $5. If you're at the $30 range, you're going up $10. And for a small business where you're trying to even get them to understand the value and the importance of this, and you're trying to say, well, we can get it. It's not a crazy amount, now you have to go back to them and say, well, yeah, I gave it to you at this low price, but I need to increase the pricing.
Yeah, by the way, yeah, exactly.
By the way.
Well, it depends on how you run your practice too. For me, for example, I don't purchase the product and then put it in my monthly fee. Okay. I have my clients purchase it themselves because I've had in the past where I did do that and I had a hard time moving their credit card information. I don't want to get stuck paying for months that I don't want to be any part of that. So I make them get their own subscription and they're all fine and dandy. And so when you're selling that and you're explaining to them, well, geez, you're working with me, and one of the benefits is that you get this price for life, and then all of a sudden the price goes up, then you look like an idiot.
They lose their trust in their trusted advisor.
Right. So what I'm doing is I'm going above and beyond. I'm contacting every single person, and I'm offering something in exchange for apologizing to them and explaining to them.
You gotta stop this. I have totally different take on this whole thing than you guys.
Guys, what do you mean?
I mean, we're freaking out over $5 increase. I mean,
I'm not freaking out about it.
It's not that
to us.
Prices go up, things change. I just say, look,
you can't say that your price is going to be like this forever, and then say, "Oh, I lied. I'm going to increase you."
That's the problem, Deb.
I want to know who lied. Did Intuit lie to us, which made us now lie to our clients?
Exactly.
It isn't the money; it's our reputation.
Yep, exactly. It has nothing to do with the money.
I know it's not the fact that it's going to be up $10 or $15 or $10 or whatever it is. It's the fact that I've promoted this. Hey, if you come with me, I can guarantee you won't ever have to increase. This is the price it is. You are locking in this price if you do this today. Yep. And then to come next week and say, oh, by the way, you're going to have an increase in May, and then you're going to have another one in October. And then, of course, they're going to do another one at the next quarter.
Now I don't trust them.
But let me just say this. Let me just end with this, because I know we all get all excited and all upset about it. But listen, yeah, exactly. Larry's like, I love the spirit of discussion. In the spirit of everything we were talking about today with communication with your client, right, and being open and honest. One of the people that I had previously onboarded to get the QuickBooks, I had a meeting with them today for the setup. And when I explained to them everything that was going on, and then I explained to them that I apologized and what I was willing to give to them for this apology, they actually bought on the whole kit and caboodle. They bought my boot camp. They signed on for a year. They got everything, and they were so grateful for me for being honest and stepping up for them. And I explained to them I'm working with Intuit and trying to figure out why they did this and da 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 da. She was just like, and after I had a conversation with her, she wanted on board. So again, it all depends on how you handle it. Clients.
Yep. Absolutely. Larry, do you have anything to add? I know you wanted to talk about this. Unmute, please.
It's the spirited discussion he's enjoying. He's just sitting there with popcorn. He's sitting there with popcorn.
The only thing I would add is I've noticed in some of the other chat groups, there was discussion about where pro advisors have purchased this under the wholesale billing, and as you say, it's also with their contract with their clients. So now they're ending up either eating the increases or, as Joanne is doing some sort of a workaround, which is
giving away services,
giving away some of her time to,
Yeah, it's not much, but it's something that they think is just amazing. So,
So of course, the big discussion that's been going on all summer about value pricing and flat rate pricing and so forth, that all figures into the mix,
Yeah, it figures into and fortunately my client list is really small, so if I were on board with QBO wholeheartedly, it wouldn't be that much of a, but it's the principle of the thing. I want to know how. I don't remember how we were told it was in perpetuity.
It said it right on the list, in perpetuity.
Okay,
That's
is that not a legal issue?
I don't know.
I'm serious. that is false advertising.
Yeah.
And we're being screwed.
The only way it was finally explained to us was that what they meant by perpetuity was that they would continue to get the 35% off MSRP, not the actual price that was calculated at that point.
Percentage.
It's, in Canada, it's very clear.
Yeah.
So why,
It's a 50% perpetual discount.
how am I
In Canada, you said it was very clear.
It's very clear. It's the pricing, and then it's a 50% perpetual discount under wholesale billing. And under wholesale billing, the users increase from 5 to 999 for the plus, and from 3 users under essential to 999. And that's the only way to get it is under the
and I'm not
wholesale
sure
billing.
I'm not sure how it's listed here, because I know they do have wholesale here, but what we're looking at here is our IRP pricing that we get, which is a little bit different. But yeah, it's the same thing. It's like it wasn't clear.
So how do I have a plus QBO on my wholesale paying $14.99? How did I get that? That's just,
How did you get what?
I'm paying $14.99 for
essentials.
But that's going to change as of October 15th.
That will change.
That will go. So that $14.99 will now be $20.
Yeah, 19.
Probably. I don't know.
Probably. No, it'll be.
Was it essentials or plus?
Plus.
Oh, you'll probably go way
you'll
up.
probably be at, if it's below $29.99, I think you're going to be up to about $36.
$30, yeah.
I thought it was 50% of 40. I thought it was $20 as our wholesale.
You have to look at the email that was sent out by Intuit.
God, so why can't they just make it?
It broke it down in all these different phases. And it said anybody below $29.99 on the QBO Plus, their new price will be $36.
And not 36, and then, but if it's wholesale,
that's for existing customers. New clients, it's an automatic $40 for QBO.
No, I'm talking about my wholesale price. What am I paying?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Right now, my very first QBO is $14.99, and it's going to
36, I think.
Which is what?
Wait. Let me go back. Hold on.
Then you've got to check your discount, Sarah.
Let me go back to my email.
The other wrinkle is someone mentioned, why don't they have the price increase like, the first of the year or something like that? Like one time.
They want to piss everybody off before QuickBooks Connect.
They probably have marketing people fighting.
This is the first of the year for Intuit. They just switched to they're on a fiscal year. So this is the start of their first quarter.
October 15th is their first of their year?
No, but I think it was August. So it's till August, September, October is the first quarter for them.
So they looked at their numbers and they didn't like them.
So can I share my screen?
Sure.
I want to see if this will work. No. Screen? Oh no, honey, we can't do that. I'm on my cell phone, so I'm trying to do this.
You might not be able to share your screen.
But basically, I'm looking at the email. I posted it in the group.
Yeah, I got the email. I'll have to go look.
But it said if the current price of QBO Plus is below $29.99, the new price will be $36. QBO Essentials, if the current price is $19.99, if it's below $19.99, it's going to go up.
You're talking about people paying for their own QuickBooks.
Right.
I'm talking about the pricing in general. So then it would be 50% for wholesale. For wholesale, it would then be 50% off of these new prices.
Right, which is $20. So
you're still talking.
I'm going at
basically the same.
$5 for one client. And I'm glad I don't have a huge practice. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you did and you were, factoring all of that into your pricing.
Yeah, but who sells it for $20? Like, I mean, you guys sell, if you were getting the 50% perpetual discount, are you passing 100% of that off to your clients?
Well, I'm just,
Absolutely.
say I have a really, this is a very
I do.
small line, it's a couple $100
Yeah, I don't.
line.
But I don't do
Really
IRP, so
fine.
mine's under wholesale billing. I pay for it, so I can
Right.
charge what I want. It's less than the retail price.
But
Yeah.
if we've already got a contract we've already worked out all the fees and everything, I got a fresh contract less than a year old.
Yep.
I factored in my profit margin and everything where I'm
Yep.
comfortable. And boom, I get hit with $5 and it's a, $300 client. It's just sort of like
But you're going to get hit with $2.50, not $5.
$5. Where are you getting the $2.50? I'm paying $4.99 and they're going to $20.
Okay.
$5. So that's what I'm saying. I only have one. I can, $5 is not that big a
But
deal.
if she had,
I have a much larger profit margin, obviously, because I charge a minimum
No,
of
I'm not talking about the
$2,000 a
profit
month.
margin. What I'm saying is, when you're figuring up your cost basis on what it,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is to finally, to come up with a price for this guy.
Sure.
I thought $15 a month. Now it's 20. So no, it's not that's a lot of money. But if I were to in the mood to grow my firm and all this stuff, it's a trust thing. It's almost like, but now we know it's a percentage of. They can raise the prices anytime they want. It'll always be a percentage of. So now we know.
That's what you say now, yeah.
It's a bad taste in my mouth. That's all.
Yeah.
So, Sarah, so if you went for the
Leaving,
5,
Jan?
Yeah, gotta run, guys. Have a
Bye,
good
Jan.
night.
Bye, Jan.
See ya.
Thanks. See you next
Have a
week.
great weekend.
Thanks. You too. Happy Labor Day.
Happy
Labor
Labor
Day.
Day. What'd you say, Larry?
well, if you went like last week or whenever it was, if you went for the 5 for 25, right?
I did.
And then this thing came along, you feel a little bit burnt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing with the 5 for 5, and that was my concern when
Well, we
Brandon
don't have an
came
answer
and
to
said,
that.
no. What Brandon came back and said, well, it's it's only for the percentage. They were offering the 5 for 5 for 25 for the life of.
Life up, and I've
For
got
the
that.
life
How
of.
does that work? So does that mean that every 3 months you have to pay up front, and then every 3 months they write you a check? That's
Every
freaking
month.
ridiculous.
Every
That's ridiculous.
You pay full
It makes
price,
no sense whatsoever.
every month.
I will not partake of that.
and then once a quarter you get money back.
No.
And it's a
The
paper
firm
check.
of the future wants us to automate, and they're going to
Madness.
print a check, and that's terrible.
That's like me letting the IRS keep my damn money until
Sarah, ask them
when
for
I have to get my refund.
Sarah, ask them for a handwritten check. Just take it to that next level.
I
We
want
don't
the
even
wet
want them to
signature.
print that out. We just want the handwritten check.
Handwritten. I want that wet. I want to see a blue
Maria.
pen, man.
That Ponzi scheme.
Oh, no.
It just seems so wrong for them to do that forever.
I'm going to end our recording. We're over time now. We can continue this conversation.
Happy Labor Day.
Labor Day weekend.
Happy Labor Day.
Have a great Labor Day weekend, everyone. Next week, Zero. We'll be talking to Zero about their reporting.
Y'all like
Be
that?
there.
We can ask them when they're going to raise their prices.
Okay.
Hey, this is a